welcome in everybody. We are playing the PS4, something that I didn't think I'd ever say on stream again. Right now, I'm using a different profile just so you guys can see what the opening of the game looks like, because unfortunately it seems like there is no save file feature. It's like you're kind of locked into your one save. So we're gonna just start it up as a different profile named Breckenmeyer. And I don't know why I named it Breckenmeyer. Breckenmeyer is an actor that is not really prominent anymore. The only movie I really remember him from was Rat Race, which was a remake of It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. And a lot of people didn't like that movie. I really enjoyed it, though. No camera tonight, partly because it's all the way across the room and I don't want to fix it. Secondly, because I just don't want to do it. I don't want to use it right now. Because I wanted to shave before I came back on, but because I don't like facial hair. And even though I don't have the most active follicles. Trago German, that's what it is. Okay, that actually makes sense. So, I have been... Let's see. Is that too much? We'll see. There he is! Hello! So, with a lot of my consoles, I think it's way too bright. It's kind of washed out a little bit. I don't like that. So, with a lot of my consoles, I like to experiment with different languages and different like store regions. So I think for this one, Breckenmeyer was meant to be a German thing. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why of all the names I could have picked, I chose Breckenmeyer as the German one. It's probably better than Teriyaki 3624 on my 360. Anyone have a guess for which country that was supposed to be for? I'm not proud of it. Okay.
Oh, it's such a peaceful and friendly place.
We'll just watch this a little bit. It's a really pleasant game. It's really colorful, really pretty.
Craftworld's gentlest, most enterprising
it's a pretty positive experience so far.
In fact, to the one they call Sackboy. And he's about to have a very strange day.
This is a PS5 game as well, but I have the PS4 version. Because the PS4 version is the one that came with the cute little tiger plushie. It's Sackboy dressed up as a tiger. And one of my friends has some very choice words about that stuffed animal. And I don't appreciate them. What I think those words should be used for is the pop-in of the textures. At least I think it shows that this is not pre-rendered cinematography or graphics, which is really impressive considering how good it looks. But the popping in of texture work is a little kind of a small issue, I would say.
Ready to make history? Of course you are.
Yeah, the PS4 version was the only one you could get that had the tiger plushie for some reason. It's kind of strange to me they didn't have that for the PS5 version. But the good news is the PS4 version does come with the PS5 version. So if I ever get a PS5, I'll be able to play this on there as the PS5 version. Which is fine, I like that. This was originally a game that I wanted to get for my PS5. but because I don't have a PS5, well, I can't play it on my PS5. So thank goodness it's on the PS4 as well. I've been thinking of doing the same for Miles Morales too, because there is like no way I'm gonna get a PS5 in the next 10 years, so I might as well just take advantage of the time I have with my PS4. And I've been in a bit of a PS4 renaissance actually because of this game. And by that I mean I played some more Tetris Effect, some more Wipeout Omega Collection, and this. It's not the biggest renaissance, I guess, but you have to remember I don't have too many games on the system itself. Like, I think out of all my consoles, the PS4 is the one I have the least amount of games on. I think. I don't know. Like, Xbox One I have a lot. PS3 I have a lot. PS2... I think it's comparable to my PS2, actually. I don't have that many. So here's our Sackboy. Little background on my time with the game. I've already played it for... I think I've beaten 4 levels now. And I just thought, you know, it's something new for the channel. And it's something positive, it's something bright, colorful, vivid. Any other synonym for the same word I was just trying to say that whole time. It's a pleasant game, and it's something new. I don't want to say Bugsnax is like, yeehaw, welcome back everybody! That's my idea for if I have a YouTube video of this game. I'll be like, welcome back everybody! How is it going today? Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and tell your mama hi. Alright, let's go! See, I had it all planned out. I didn't totally just make that up on the spot just now, because I'm not that clever at improvisation, except I am, so whatever. Jury's never out on that one. I played a few levels, and Bugsnax, I'm not saying that it's a negative game, but I am saying that Bugsnax has more negativity to it than I thought it would. Not negativity, maybe that's not the right word. It's just that, oh yeah, I've heard about this dyslexia font. I still don't understand it. Maybe it's because like the letters all have different amounts of letter in them, so it's harder to get them mixed up or something. I don't know. I wanted to read up on this actually. But oh shoot, what was I talking about? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I put the gamma all the way back to this one because I thought that looked a little less washed out. Because, I mean, look at this. That's what I thought it would be. That's so washed out. So we're going to put it like maybe right here. I don't know. We'll try that. See it? Yeah, I like that. I don't know. It might be a little dark now. Who cares? Bugsnax, it's not that it's negative. It's just, I guess I was expecting it to be a lot more optimistic and fun. It is a lot of fun, and there is a lot of optimism, but it's not the happiest game out there. Like, there are some real-world psychological and emotional issues that they are demonstrating in it. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that they're bringing that stuff to light, but I guess I'm a little disappointed that the game isn't just all goofy and fun. Like, I guess Viva Pinata is what I would compare it to in terms of what I would want out of it. Viva Pinata, there's some negativity with Professor Ruffian and his sour pinatas and how you have to deal with sick pinatas and all that stuff, but it's not this like existential dread simulator like it seems Bugsnax is. And I don't know. I don't want you to think that I'm being negative on Bug Snacks. It is kind of ironic that I am being negative about it because it's too negative. But I guess I needed to say it. I don't think it's any surprise if you've been watching the streams of Bug Snacks that I would be saying this, because I've been pretty shocked by some of the things that have been said and have happened on it. But I still love Bug Snacks. I think it's great. It's just I needed a little bit of a break, which is why we're playing this tonight. And if it doesn't go well, we're probably going to throw in some Bug Snacks, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but I guess this technically counts as a small break. But yeah, this game, if you don't know, is based on the Little Big Planet series. It's, rather, it takes place in the world of Little Big Planet, a series that came to prominence on the PlayStation 3 back in 2009, maybe? It was a while ago. And the thing that really brought it to prominence, other than how adorable their mascot is, this, yay, Sackboy, woo, is that the whole point of Little Big Planet was to make your own levels and share your own creations with the world. And it was a very successful community situation. Like, there were plenty of bad levels, but the stuff that people did make was incredible. Like, the good stuff that people made, rather, was so good. Like, the way they were able to harness the creative tools in Little Big Planet to make some of these things was amazing. There was one level I remember... well, a popular motif was making horror-themed levels like Silent Hill. I think there was one level called Silent Hill in, I think, Little Big Planet 1 or 2. And it was just amazing how they could create something like that. The difference with this one is that it is three-dimensional. The game plays on a three-dimensional plane as opposed to just a two-dimensional one. Little Big Planet had different layers to it, so it was like this is one layer and then this is another and then this is another. I think it had that kind of system going on, but you couldn't just run around freely as if there were no layers at all, like this one. See, like, you can run around like this as opposed to just being locked to this. In case you needed any further clarification for what I'm trying to say. And let's see, Little Big Planet then had a sequel, Little Big Planet 2, which added a ton of new abilities and things to deal with. I believe it also significantly facilitated the creation system. And I'm using facilitated perhaps in the wrong way. What I'm trying to say is that it is a much more friendly system. The first Little Big Planet, the amount of things you're able to do, it's really hard to imagine a system where it would be really welcoming to newcomers. And Little Big Planet 2 didn't do much for the sheer breadth of things you're able to do. But Little Big Planet 2 did make some meaningful changes. And I believe one of the biggest changes it made was adding the ability to add, I forget what it's called, not intelligence, but you could like make different pieces act differently. Like you could have a, I forget what it's called, but it's logic. I think that's what it's called. It's like you can give the enemies logic or give items logic, and you can play around with that. And it opened the world even further. Like there were a lot of people that made some like shoot 'em up games, like old school arcade shooters with it. And a lot of little arcade game homages, not just shooters, but other ones as well. And there were way more level elements. It was, Little Big Planet 2 is one of those games that is a great example of a sequel done right, you know? It took everything that made the first one a success, and it improved on, I think, every single one. The game itself even felt more polished. Not to say it was polished, though. The first game has some rough edges. The second game still has some rough edges, but it's a little better. It's significantly better, in fact. And then Little Big Planet 3 came out, and that game, I don't know what happened. I think it's because Media Molecule, well, that's exactly what happened. Media Molecule, the developers behind Little Big Planet 1 and 2, I think also Little Big Planet on the Vita, I think they also made that one. I don't know for sure. That was a good one as well. I don't remember using it too much for the custom levels, but I believe it could play the Little Big Planet 1 levels. Like, I think if you made levels in Little Big Planet 1, you could play them in that one. I don't know for sure. It's been a long time since I played any of these games, honestly. But Little Big Planet 3 was made by an entirely different studio, and I haven't played it, but the reception for it was decidedly much more negative. It was... If you look up, like, scores for it, or even just community feedback on it of people that love Little Big Planet, you'll see that Little Big Planet 3 is not held in well... It's not held well in the reviews of the public. I guess it's for a series that up to that point wasn't all that polished to begin with, which is to be expected given all the different facets that are there and things you have to connect. Like, you have to connect this with that and this and that, and you have to make sure you make this whole game. You know, there's a lot going on in it, a lot like Skyrim, but in a different way. So it's bound to have some glitches. It's bound to lack some polish in some areas.
You know what that is, don't you?
But Little Big Planet 3 is apparently much worse in that regard.
It's a dreamer orb, jam-packed with pure creative energy.
She always reminds me of Mad Eye Moody.
But you'll need
Probably
more
because
of
of
them
the
if you're
eye
going to make
patch.
it up there.
And her build and her hair.
You are here to stop Vex, aren't you?
Pretty sure
Yes,
it's
yes,
Mad Eye
yes.
Moody.
But first, you need to know about the dark, foul energy of
Welcome in,
nightmares
Chugnal.
we call the Uproar.
We're
Vex
playing
is
some
planning to fill
Little
the
Big
whole of
Planet
Craftworld with it. For now,
spin-off
he's
called
using it
Sackboy:
to
A Big
block the way
Adventure,
to the top of the
and
mountain
talking
so
about
no
the
one
series
can
as
interrupt
at
it.
large.
Luckily, there is one thing that can counter that nasty
Right now
stuff,
she's just telling
and
us
you're holding it.
about our
The
jiggies,
energy
essentially.
of pure
Or
wonder
Power
and
Stars if you're talking
creativity
about Mario
inside it
64.
will dispel Vex's barriers wherever you find
These
them.
are used to unlock more levels.
So seek out these orbs. They
Sort
are
of.
the key to your journey.
We'll get to that.
The key to your destiny.
I don't want to spoil the whole game
keystone
for you.
to- Well, you know, you get the idea. Next time we meet, I'll reveal great cosmic secrets. Maybe tell you a bit about myself, like my name, which is Scarlet, by the way, and more importantly, the truth about your very existence.
I already discussed how you are a friend of mine that hates Sackboy and everything he stands for and wish he would just burn alive. And I told them I was none too happy with that assessment that you've given him. Oh, it's the Reaper pose from Overwatch. Like the guns crossed or whatever. Yay! Yay! Yeah, Little Big Planet 3. I don't know why I never played it. I think because by the time 3 came out, I was kind of over the... I was kind of over Little Big Planet. Because I think it came out around the time the PS4 released. Which is interesting, because this came out when the PS5 released. That's... Huh. Yeah. I think it was also a dual release. I think it came out on PS3 and PS4. Which is interesting. So we're going to go to the world map, and we're going to see if the game is going to let us leave and change to our other profile where I've actually played the game some more. I don't think there are too many other cutscenes to go through, though, that I haven't seen, that I've already seen on my other profile, but here's like a good example of what to do here. You get the power orb, and then you step on this, you unlock it, and then it opens the pathway up to this place. Beberg, welcome in. It is the Sack guy. Yeah. Huh, what is this thing over here? What an interesting thing. Is this a new level? Zomzoms? What is that? I'm going through the thoughts I had in my head when I saw it.
You wish to change clothes? Buy fabulous new outfits? Huh? Ooh la la! You have come to the right place for it. Spend collectibles to purchase stupendous styles. Then create incredible new looks in your wardrobe, where you will find all your fantastic
I really like him.
fashions. Mwah! Oh, and here, I give you some free collectibles just for you to spend here at Zoom Zooms.
So yeah, this is a store where you can buy stuff. We have several outfits we can buy here. We have Red Riding Hood, we have a Yak, a Mountaineer, Punk Rocker, and Festival Demon. Now that one is not cute in the slightest, so I don't know why you'd want to buy it aside from getting 100% outfits. This is the first one I ever bought, so I guess we'll just be consistent and equip it. And you can actually change their eyes as well. Oh, whoops, sorry, wardrobe. You can change their eyes as well.
Zoom Zooms has the best stock of clothing
So,
in all of the
I like these
Imagisphere.
eyes better, especially for this
Also,
outfit.
The only stock in all of the Imagisphere.
Alright. Oh, and then I can show you, I got the special edition, which came with a bunch of costumes, and I'll show those to you. I can't imagine this is, no, that's not one I got. This is Connor from Detroit Become Human. This is Deacon from Days Gone. Jin from Ghost of Tsushima. Sam Porter Bridges from Death
See a
Stranding.
costume you like, and I give it to you in return for collectibles. I call it shopping.
I believe I'm actually starting to dislike Zoom Zoom. I would like him to stop interrupting me. This is Renaissance, clearly from the PS4 exclusive game Shakespeare's Revenge, a Heavy Rain tale. This is from the Handmaid's Tale video game. Not a lot of people know that game did come out. It was it kind of released and never really did anything after that. And then Red Riding Hood. So these are all that I got from the... No, I'm sorry. These are the ones I got from the special edition. And then these are free that you can buy. And you can also get a shirt. Ooh, that's cool. You can mix and match everything, which is kind of cool. I like that. You can also give yourself a pinata back end, if you're into that. What am I trying to find?
Hello. Want to buy an outfit yet?
Oh, I can put the BB-8 on me? That's adorable. You can also change your skin, so you can have white cotton, green satin, woolly jumper. I don't know what that means. Beige canvas, which is like a softer looking burlap, and then faded beige. No idea what that means. I thought I had... Oh yes, this is the shirt you can get for free as well. So, anyways. I'm sorry that my opinion was super offensive. It's okay. Oh, it looks like Fen is running Zoom Zooms. We'll go in this level real quick, and we can change our thing around. I think you can also say surprise me or something. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll play as Sam Porter Bridges. If I played this game... Yo, the green looks like Kermit the Frog. It does kind of, like, if Kermit the Frog were super shiny, it does kind of look like that, yeah. I agree with that. Insofar as it is yellow, it's green, not yellow. Maybe I should put on that colorblind setting. Dude, heck yeah. Yeehaw! What's up, everybody? This is Trago Doggo, and I'm here giving BB... trying to make sure BB is happy. So I have to, like, pet him. I forget what you do in Death Stranding. I actually haven't played the game in a while. I did buy it. I bought it on PC, like, the day it came out. And I was really liking it. I was really into the story, but then for some reason I just never really went further than that. And I'm not sure why. It's kind of weird to me that I was so into it and then I wasn't. I mean, that's something that happens very frequently in my life, but it's still weird whenever it does happen, especially if I am super into something. But I've been loving this game so far. I love the aesthetic, of course. Something that worries me about it, though, is that, like Yoshi's Crafted World, I'm worried that people might be bored of it, because it isn't like the most exciting game in the world. There's no gripping narrative about bug snacks, eating other bug snacks and stuff, or the Grumpus foot or whatever. But I really like it. I wanted to try it on stream. And we have all these little things like a camper's sleeping bag, and this looks like a blanket. It could be a blanket of some sort. These are bopsicles from Bug Snacks. Here's an ice chest, or how regular people call it, a cooler. I guess people call them ice chests. I didn't know that until, like, I don't know, a few months ago. Which I guess isn't that crazy, but whatever. I also love the sound effects. These are straight out of Little Big Planet. The bubbles you get, it's very satisfying. I would say it's got that dopamine central kind of feel to it. And here's a dreamer ball or whatever. Dreamer orb. Oh, so we're actually missing one, which means we have to go find it. I wonder where it is. Huh. I wonder. We have gone everywhere. We are at the start now. What if we go backwards? Oh, wow. I feel so good at exploring that I found that on my own and didn't know of it already since I had played this level to 100% completion prior to the stream. Wow, I'm so surprised at my intuition and how connected I am with the game as a result. The enemy designs seem pretty interesting so far. You can jump on the enemies. You can also punch them. We've seen that. And then these guys, I don't know what they're called, but I really like them. They're very fun. These guys... Oh, here's where you want to learn how to bounce. Or you can wait for them to spin out of control and then get all sad, and then you can, like, punch them while they're pitying themselves. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to do that whole and yeah kind of thing, because it's like, ugh. Yay! So far, all the levels have had a different feel to them, like different biome, I guess. If that makes sense. I don't know why that wouldn't make sense. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I hope that it's true. You can get up there by jumping on this guy, but if you suck a particular amount at the game, you can also use that little spiral screw thing that we were using. You can use that instead. Which the level design in this game is kind of interesting to me. Oh, by the way, we got a ×2 orb, so we're gonna take advantage of that. Uh-oh. Okay. We used it to the best of our abilities, in my humble opinion. The level design in this game is kind of weird to me, because it seems like there are many different places, many different ways to get to the same place, but there's not really seemingly any incentive to do one or the other. It just feels kind of superfluous, which it's an open-ish game. It's a little non-linear in the levels, right? But it's, I don't know. There's something about the level design that's just not the most exciting to me. It's more confounding than exciting. Speaking of levels, hey, we found an orb. That's so easy. Let's go grab it. Hopefully nothing changes and makes us have to do a challenge to get it. Oh wow, he ate it. That was mean. What's wrong with you? Okay. I guess we should try and grab these guys. I actually thought I wasn't going to get them. I don't know what happens if you don't get them. I don't really know. Oh, I guess, can you just smash them? Like a pumpkin? Oh, you can. Okay, cool. And then you can just run up here. That makes this a little less tedious. When I did this on my own, I thought the jumping around thing was kind of tedious. So I'm happy to see that you can actually instead just pummel them with your fists. Your tiny little Sackboy fists. So we do have an orb that we missed. This door here, the way it like zips open, reminds me of Yoshi. Oh. Uh-oh. Reminds me of Yoshi. With the doors in Yoshi. I don't know. Like, that's all I had to say about Yoshi, is just the doors. This is a checkpoint. It also refills your health when you grab it. So if we get hit, our Sackboy loses a little bit of his color. And if we get hit a second time, he loses a lot of the color and starts flashing red, I think. And that's really all you need to know, I guess. The orbs that we're picking up here, I think, are basically just for your level score. And you want to make sure to have, like... So far, I think every level it's been 5,000. I don't know if that will change, though. This is a new kind of obstacle where we need to fight 5 enemies to open the door. Or just fight enemies to open the door. That's what it's all about. We actually might be short. No, okay, good. Now, what does the highest score do for you at the end of a level? Well, what it does is it lets you... What it does is... Oh! You can actually just descend by pressing square. I didn't know that. Circle is also to... Sorry, you have to press circle to descend. Circle is for doing that thing called rolling. There you go. Rolling. You can roll with that button as well. And you can... There are also a few little combos you can do. There's a circle and square, makes you spin. And then square circle is nothing. Jump and hit square, jump and hit circle, jump and hit triangle, hit triangle, nothing happens if you're not in the air. There is that ability to float a little bit. Which honestly makes me wonder why I didn't do this before with that whole like ×2 thing. Ah, darn, we missed out on it.